Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Webster City welcomes you to tonight's Boys North Central Conference basketball game between the visiting Clear Lake Lions and your hometown Webster City Lynx. Webster City continues to take great pride in Iowa high school athletics, and in conjunction with the Iowa High School Athletic Association, all of you are encouraged to be loud and proud for your team. But a reminder that negative chants, cheers, or artificial noisemakers are not allowed, and they could warrant your removal from the game. We thank you for your attendance tonight and your cooperation. Once again, tonight's officials are Randy Jaden, Kevin Van Outerloo, and Brian Hobbs. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Clear Lake Lions. A junior, number 11, Alex Snelling. A senior, number 15, Sam Peddlety. A senior, number 23, Zach Lester. A junior, number 25, Tate Storbeck. And a senior, number 45, Sean Wendell. The Lions are coached by Jeremy Ainley, assisted by Mike Oyman, Tim Meyer, Austin Pell, and Richie Ellis. And now your starting lineups for your hometown Webster City Lynx. A senior, number 4, Noah McKinney. A senior, number 10, Cameron Moen. A senior, number 14, Jordan Tanner. A senior, number 24, Tyler Bultina. And a junior, number 40, Henry Hoverston. Lynx are coached by Marty McKinney. He is assisted by Mark Davis, Bob Jostin, and Brad Van Deer.
Zach Lester, leading scorer for Clear Lake, controlling the ball, moving it to the right wing. Passes it over to Pedley. Stops there, back to Lester on top of the key here. Clear Lake taking their time setting things up. Lester goes to the basket. Pretty good defensive play there by Jordan Tanner for the Lynx. The ball goes out of play. Clear Lake will be putting it into play underneath the basket. Tossing it in is Lester for Clear Lake. Throws it out all the way out top of the key to number 25, Tate Storbeck. Back to Lester on the left wing outside the three-point mark. Dribbling now back up to the top of the key. Ball's thrown inside. Back out to Lester. There's his shot. First one of the night. Off the back end of the iron. Cameron Moen takes it up the court. Noah McKinney now driving. Back into the corner there is Cameron Moen. Noah McKinney on the top of the key. 24, Tyler Bultina also in the lineup. That's number 40, Henry Hoverstein. First shot up of the game, missed by Moen, but rebounded by Jordan Tanner for the 2-point bucket inside. Lynx take an early 2-0 lead. Clear Lake on the offensive now. Number 45 there with 2 points is Sean Wendell, averaging 5.1 points per game for Clear Lake. Lynx dealing with some full court pressure here. Moving the ball into the offensive end of the court. There's a corner shot by Noah McKinney, in and out. Rebound by Lester, moving it up the court quickly for Clear Lake. Lester on the drive all the way to the basket. That foul is going to be, find out who that is. 24 is Tyler Boltino on the foul there. Lester to the line. Looks like they're going to give him 2 shots. Zach Lester on the line for Clear Lake, averaging 32 points per game. And his first one's in and out. Second shot forthcoming here for Lester. Missed 2. Got a lane violation there. Signal from the official. Looks like they're going to give Clear Lake another shot. It's a lane violation call against the Lynx. Didn't get a number of the player that was called for that. By the Lions, broken by the Lynx. McKinney missing that short attempt there, but a rebound by number 40. That's Henry Hoverstein with a rebound. 11 was the foul. We're getting that at the scorer's table. Alex Snelling with the foul, and Henry Hoverstein on the line. Hoverstein with that offensive rebound, averaging 6.4 rebounds per game. Gets a bounce and a roll, but it comes back out. This is his first free throw attempt. Hoverstein averaging 10.8 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game. Both teams a little shaky early from the line here.
Hey, box 3, box 3, box 3.
Clear Lake into the forecourt. Lester's handling the ball out front. Swings it over to number 25. That's Tate Storbeck. Back to Lester. Number 5 that's driving the wing. Okay, that is number 5, Drew Enke, a junior that looks to score for Clear Lake as well, averaging 10.8 points per game. That foul was on Jordan Tanner. It's going to be his first, team's second foul of the quarter. Lester doing much of the ball handling out front, taking the Clear Lake Lions into their offensive scheme. That was an attempt there at a lob pass from Enke to number 45, Sean Wendell, that went out of bounds.
39.
Off number 40, Henry Hoverstein. The Lions take the ball underneath. Number 11 there missed an easy layup. Alex Snelling kind of intimidated by Hoverstein there. And the movement down the floor. And a 2-point bucket there by Jordan Tanner puts the Lynx up 4-3 with 5 minutes to go in this first period. Ball down low, but they take it back out with not an opportunity to put up a shot. Swing pass out to number 5. That's a 3-pointer. Drew Enke with that bucket. Still a lot of pressure here. 4 defenders in the backcourt here. Putting the pressure on the Lynx, and Jordan down draws the foul as he goes to the basket. Number 11, Alex Snelling, picks up that personal foul. Jordan Tanner is going to be going to the line for 2 shots. These teams are on top of the North Central Conference early in the season. Our Webster City Lynx have a conference record of 3-1, while the Clear Lake Lions presently post a 4-1 conference record. Overall, the Lynx are 5-1 and Clear Lake is 5-3. Another free throw shot here is missed. I believe that's at least 5 out of 6 attempts so far by both teams. A little shaky from the line to get things going, but Tanner comes back and gets the roll on that bucket there. Brings the Lynx within 1.65. The Lions lead with 4:30 to go in this first period. Ball swung around the perimeter. Number 5, Enke's looking inside. The ball swung around from 25. Storbeck back to number 23, Zach Lester. Back to the right side. Looks like Drew Enke looks to drive and kick it out periodically. Lester there. taking it all the way to the bucket for 2 points. Zach Lester scoring for the Lions. Again, the Lynx break that pressure, but do not get a ball in close to shoot at. Cameron Moen with a shot from the corner does not reach his mark. Lester pulling up and shooting. And finds the net. 11-5. The Lions over the Lynx early with about 3:30 to go in this first period. Pressure defense by the Lions. Tanner over to McKinney on the right wing, to the elbow to Hoverstein. Back to Tanner in the corner. Ball swung all the way around. Hoverstein on the block, looking to penetrate the middle, kicks it back out. Good shot there by Tanner, but that falls short of his mark as well. Lions in possession, bringing it into the front court. As you can see, everything is pretty much centered around number 23, Zach Lester, who controls the offensive scheme for the Lions. No one else touched that ball in that possession. Number 23, Zach Lester, doing it all by himself that time around. Lions up to an 8-point lead here. Lynx looking to break a little bit of a dry spell here. Kenny loses the ball on the steal there, number 25. That's Tate Storbeck, who's been fouled by number 40, Henry Hoverstein. His first foul of the ball game. Timeout the Lynx. Once again, coming into this 2018 portion of the season, two teams that are looking to extend their records in the conference. As I mentioned before, overall the Lynx are 5-1, 3-1 in conference play, while the Clear Lake Lions are 5-3 overall and have a 4-1 mark in conference play. So a big game for both of these teams in regards to conference. Hoping the Lynx can take advantage of their home court floor and battle back into this ball game. They've fallen behind early, 13-5. And Tate Storbeck, junior from Clear Lake, can add to that lead, shooting 2 from the line here.
Hey, how many is 13 or 11? He's got 2? Okay, thanks.
First shot is in and out. Once again, both teams extremely cold from the free throw line, not being able to hit those free shots. Storbeck with his second shot is up, and that one is also out. Okay, not quite as much pressure bringing the ball up for the Lynx. Number 24, Tyler Boltina. Down to the short side and back around to Tanner, back to Boltina in the corner. Lions working in a tough man-to-man combination here, working on defending the offensive side of things for the Lynx. Hoverstein had a look there at about 16 feet, but wasn't wanting to take that one. He surely had a guy that looks to score on the inside of things. That pressure defense being a little stingy here in the first quarter in regards to letting the Lynx get into a position to do well. That's number 23, Zach Lester, taking it to the basket hard for 2 points. Moen with good penetration and a shot there, but that didn't go.
Hey, 14 blue! 14 blue!
Lester starting things out front again for the Lions. Closing in on 1 minute to play here. Number 5, Drew Enke, taking the ball all the way to the bucket for the Lions on that possession. Lynx off to a rough start here. look to try to do something here in the closing minute of the first half, and they do so. That bucket by Cameron Moen. Balls to the wing there. Enke back out to Lester out on top. Looks like the Lions are going to hold the ball here and try to maybe take the last shot of this first quarter. Normally teams will go into an offensive mode with about 10 seconds to go when they're holding the ball for last shot. Got a foul here. Not what Coach McKinney wanted to see, I'm sure. Defending that last second shot by the Lions, turning into two free ones from the line. Number 33, that's Jalen DeBreeze at the line for the Lions. Continued cold streak from both teams in regards to shooting free throws. There's only been a couple of free throws that have been made this first quarter. And those misses will have a tendency to end up sneaking up on a team when it comes down to a final score. Got to take advantage of those free throws. Both of those were missed, and the Lynx have the ball and an opportunity to maybe cut into this lead with 10 seconds to go. Ball's put into play. Dylan Steen in the ball game for the Lynx, taking the ball in hard to the bucket, trying to draw a foul and potential free throw, but didn't get that call. Last second shot attempt there from half court. That was very close, as you all had the opportunity to see there. That would not have been good for the Lynx if that one had gone in the hoop. Oh, a 10-point deficit for the Lynx here after one quarter, 17-7. Pep Band is in the house tonight, as you can probably hear. Pretty good crowd here at the competition gym. Good crowd behind me here, coming down from the interstate from Clear Lake to join us here at Webster City tonight. First game of the 2018 portion of the season. Not probably the way that Coach McKinney wanted the things to start out here for the Lynx. We do have possession of the ball to start the second quarter. You at home are also probably trying to think of ways of how the Lynx are going to deal with this pressure. Clear Lake coming in with new bodies. We've got Nick Danielson, a sophomore, in the lineup now. Jared Penning, a junior, who averages 4.9 points per game. Big guy number 51 in the ball game for the Lions. So they're going to rotate players in and out of this ball game, keeping that pressure on the Lynx throughout the course of the evening. Steen again driving to the bucket, not having much luck in regards to getting a call from the officials. You at home probably saw the same contact that I saw, but the Lynx didn't get a call for the second time. Steen taking the ball to the bucket. Number 51 getting the ball down in the paint and scoring it for the Lions. That's Jared Penning, number 51 for the Lions with that bucket. Moen with a shot out there from a corner, and Jordan Tanner again with another rebound. A few good looks in there by the Lynx, as you can see for yourself, but yet not able to finish and get those buckets that are needed when we take it to the hole for points. Pretty much a different look out there right now for the Lions. New bodies, new faces. It's number 13, Nick Danielson. Number 5, Drew Enke with the ball. Number 15, Sam Penalty with the miss, but Sean Wendell there for the pickup and 2 points with the easy bucket inside. Lynx got to look to end this drought in regards to being able to put the ball in the bucket consistently. Finally taken to the hole there is number 24 for the Lynx. That's Tyler Boltina, and we get the call. The opportunity to score from the free throw line. It's the third time that we've taken the ball to the hole. I would say the first time that it's gone our way in regards to getting called and getting to the free throw line. Boltina is good with the first one. Sean Wendell back in the lineup for the Lions, as well as number 23, Zach Lester. Boltina on the line for his second shot from the free throw line. Back-to-back buckets at 1 point each draws the Lynx a little bit closer, 21-9. Just a little over 6 minutes to go here in the first half of the ball game. Lester bringing the ball up for the Lions. Pretty good cut, and once again, there's a big body. Jared Penning with an easy score for the Lions, 23-9 lead over the Lynx. There's a soft touch. And I was hoping to see Henry Hoverstein with the bucket. Looked at it initially and didn't think that was his range, but took one step in and put it up and scored easily, but right back for 2 points for the Lions is Sam Penalty. Attempt there by Noah McKinney on the perimeter, three-point shot. Didn't find his mark. That could probably definitely loosen things up if the Lynx can begin to shoot the ball from outside a little bit. 5 minutes to go, 25-11 is the score. Lester out on top, controlling this offense for the Lions. Turnover. That pass was taken by Overstein. Opportunity for the Lynx to capitalize on that turnover. Attempt by Overstein inside. He was bodied up pretty good by the defender Penning there. Didn't get the bounce off the backboard. In and out.
Get greedy. Don't get greedy.
In and out there by leading scorer for the Lions, Lester. Once again, we finally get that penetration in the bucket there by number 14. That's Jordan Tanner.
Cowboy fist. Go that way, right.
See if the Lynx can get a stop here and get a run. Ball kicked out there in the corner. And number 15 answers for the Lions. That's penalty. Number 15, a senior for the Lions. It's going to be important for the Lynx to try to maintain some. That's Zach Lester with the steal and taking it to the Lynx court for 2 more points. That's 12 for Lester here. As you watch and see him play, folks, I think you can see how easy it is for him to put the numbers up that he's been able to put up this year. Again, averaging 32 points per game, playing defense and stealing the ball and getting 2 easy layups on top of being able to shoot the ball from the perimeter. Adds up in a hurry when you play at both ends of the court and put yourself in a position to take the ball in for layups. Coach McKinney taking a timeout here in hopes of trying to secure a plan to cut into this lead before halftime. With 3.5 minutes to go, the Lynx are in desperate need of trying to get something going here before this thing gets out of hand early. Jordan Tanner bringing the ball up for the Lynx. He's defended there by number 23, Zach Lester. Ball's kicked way back out. And we finally got one to roll there. A little bit of controversy there. Officials did not deem that that was an over and back violation. That ball's in and out. An opportunity here for the Lynx to potentially get on a run. Yep, but we throw that ball away. Turnover by the Lynx. Didn't help their cause there. And attempts to trying to start a run of some sort here, down by 15 with 2:49 to go in this first half. That's Zach Lester out on top, controlling the ball there. Swings it over to number 15. Penalty, he was looking for 2 in a row. That is Jordan Tanner fighting there. Ball taken to the hoop very well there by number 24. That's Tyler Boltina for the Lynx. Opportunity there, unfortunately, thrown right back into the hands of the one player that we don't want to see holding the ball here for the Lions, and that's Zach Lester scoring his 14th point in the first half. Pretty good back door there by Nick Hackbarth, who's in the ball game for the Lynx, seeing his first action tonight, coming in and getting a nice feed there from Hoverstein, drawing the foul, and is at the line for 2. That foul was on Tate Storbeck. Nick Hackbarth, number 44, is a sophomore for the Lynx. Good on that first free throw. Time moving by pretty quickly. We're 1:47 left to go in this first half, and the Lynx still have not been able to close that gap like I would hope we would be able to have seen here towards the end of the first half. Penning has been able to get the ball in there close, as you can see, and he's not going to miss those that he can get right up and in there and get to the glass at short range. Good size matchup down below. Moen. And that's forced out of bounds. Lynx are going to retain possession here. Just a little bit over 1 minute to go in this ball game. Excuse me, this first half. Design play to get Moen a look there at the 3-point range, but that was in and out.
Hey, that's 3. You made 3 in a row, and you can shoot that. All right, just keep going. Let's go.
Lynx turned it over there with a violation. Kenny checking back into the ball game. Hackbarth coming out. See what the Lynx are going to try to do here. They're going to try to score early and maybe get a couple possessions here before the end of the first half. Kenny out on the wing, and they quickly took that away from him. 15-footer there by Overstein. Hits the back iron and bounces out. Looks like the Lions will hold again in a situation to end this half with a pretty good margin on the scoreboard. And as you can see, number 51, Penning, getting the ball on the paint. The Lynx are unable to get a shot off at the half and down 18. Not exactly what most fans thought they were going to be able to view tonight. Coming into the game hoping we would see a very equal but competitive contest, but not so far at this point in time. 36-18, it's halftime. The Lynx trail the Lions. through the hoop. Lynx are now moving the ball into the front court. Going on top of the key from the Lynx over to McKinney. Voltina into Hoverstein, back out to Moen. Jordan Tanner. Nice move to the bucket there for 2 points. Lynx going to have to D up here. Somehow or another going to have to keep the Lions from scoring. In transition, we're going to keep it with the Lynx. They're going to need this possession and quite a few more. They need to go on a big run here to try to somehow or another get this Lions lead manageable by the end of the third quarter. 20-point deficit. McKinney has been cold from the outside, has not been able to connect on his three-point attempts for the evening. That one had gone, it would have given a little bit of life to the Lynx. It would have been a 5-point run. Webster bringing the ball back out on the top of the key for the Lions offense. Double screens trying to free him up. Pretty good defense there by Hoverstein. Defending Webster there. Lynx get the stop. Back into the offensive mode for Webster City. Looks like they've gotten the ball into the inside a little bit. As Jordan Tanner taking the ball to the bucket. The 2 points for the Lynx, 38-22. Lynx going to need to D up numerous times here. Another stop. Lynx on the offensive into things again. Tanner with the bucket. And there you have it. That's the run that we needed to see here. Lynx off to a pretty good start here this second half. Force the Lions to call a timeout there and try to regroup. That's what it takes. We're hoping to see this continue for the Lynx as they've cut the deficit to 13. They were down by 18 at the end of the first half. So we've cut into that lead by 5. Pretty good little run there to give us a little bit of light here at the end of the tunnel if we're going to battle back into this game, and had to take form early here in the second half. Lynx going to have a long way to battle back, but we've seen it been done before. I mean, if there's anybody in the North Central Conference that has it in to continue to battle and compete and turn a game completely around, it's these Lynx that we're seeing on the floor tonight. So about halfway through this third quarter, Lynx are going to see if they can, again, defend their bucket. Big guy that had quite a few points in there, number 51, that scored 10 points there the first half, is back in the ball game. An attempt there for a big transition and opportunity to close the gap. Array with the turnover there. So they're going to buckle down and do it all over again. Webster penetrating and dishing it out. The turnover. That is a heck of a defensive play there by Drew Anke. Turning into an opportunity Lions at the other end of the floor. You saw it there. Pretty darn good high school defensive play right there to stop a bucket that looked like it was going to be easily made by Jordan Tanner, who can take the ball to the hole pretty hard with the best of them here with his size. Putting Zach Lester on the line for the Lions is not what the Lynx want to be seeing here as they're working to chip away at this Lions lead. But that bucket sets up the pressure by the Lions. They got 4 in the defensive end of things. And that's Lester, who showed again his leaping ability. Probably would have got over the top of any other defender of his size for sure in our conference and potentially throughout the state. Jordan fighting in there, taking him to the bucket. There is number 32. That's Dylan Steen. The lead to 13 with 3 minutes to go here. Lynx continue to compete. Sure, there are 3 things that Coach McKinney asks his players to do, and that's compete, compete, compete. Defenders are going to have to work hard here for the Lynx. Figure out a way to somehow take a couple of these guys out of the offensive scheme of things that have really been difficult for the Lynx to deal with. Overstein with that defensive rebound, holding his ground there and drawing the foul. The Lynx are going to get another possession, another opportunity to cut into this lead. See what type of defense here the Lions come up with here and attempt to stop this run by the Lynx. Lynx are going to probably look for one of their scorers to pick things up here. Cameron Moen, who's leading the team with the 16-point per game average, has not been able to put the numbers up on the board like he's accustomed to. Only has 2 points so far. I'm sure the Lions are looking to shut him down. Noah McKinney has not had an opportunity, I should say, has had a few opportunities to put some numbers on the board, but his shot from the outside has not fallen here like we're accustomed to seeing. I'll tell you what, Lynx are still here, folks. 1:50 to go in this third quarter, and we've cut the deficit to what would be considered a manageable amount in which to overcome with a quarter to go. Moen's still short, but there's an offensive rebound by Tyler Boltina. And we got a 3-pointer, and with 1:30 to go, there's a 10-point game, folks. So now we can sit up in your chair at home and see where we're going to go from here. Lester controlling things out on top and likes to dribble, penetrate, and shoot. That's how he does it. That's how he averages 32 points per game. Good feed in there to Hoverstein from Moen. And Hoverstein, who is a pretty good free throw shooter, coming to the line for the Lynx. There it is. Hoverstein hits the first one. 92% free throw shooter.
Hey, rebound the ball now. Come on, boys.
So that's a pretty good touch from the line.
Nice
I
rebound,
think that's
Zach.
his
All right, Black, here we go.
second or third miss, and kind of uncommon for Henry from the line because he's 12 for 13 coming into tonight's contest at 92%. So with just under a minute now, the Lynx have to play some defense. They've got possession an opportunity to cut this lead below double digit going into the fourth quarter. Oh. About lost the ball out of bounds there, but we were able to recover it. In and out. That would have been a big one. In and out. You saw it. Boltina not able to find it there. And as we've seen on previous occasions, the Lions are going to hold the ball for the last shot of the quarter. See if the Lynx can defend it. See what's going to happen here. Lynx have possession of the ball. There's a half quarter. Good defense there. The Lynx have done what they've had to do, folks. 11-point Lions lead going into the final quarter. As I was saying earlier, I was hoping to be able to see a comeback to the point where we had a manageable deficit to overcome going into the fourth quarter. If teams can get it down to that 10-point margin, I can safely say it's still anybody's game at this point in time. Whatever Coach McKinney did in regards to making some adjustments, and it appeared to work. I don't know if I saw anything different other than the fact that the ball went through the hoop a few more times, and maybe at the defensive end was where we saw the swing of things, where we were able to slow them down considerably with what appears to be, I believe, only a 6-point quarter for the Lions. That's probably pretty uncommon for them. So with that, the Lynx have possession starting here in the fourth quarter, and we'll see if we can continue this play. Underway. Just sit back here and just watch a little bit of basketball, see if the Lynx can get done what they have to get done in regards to making a difference. That's a heck of an offensive rebound there by Dylan Steen. Can't tell you when we lost that first under double-digit deficit, but we're there where we need to be now. And that ball's out of bounds. That's a turnover by the Lions. Possession back to the Lynx. Moen back in. McKinney out. Like they're going to pressure up here. They call that an over and back. I think the Clear Lake coach talked the umpire into that particular call. I didn't see possession in the front court. He landed in the back court to get that pass. But we'll take that. No one following him this time. That ball's in the bucket. We got a ball game here, folks. Jordan Tanner called with the foul. You saw what happened there, folks. I took my eye off play there for just a second and missed that action in the backcourt of the Lions. So our crowd didn't like the call, and I'm sure you were on the same boat at home. As every possession, every situation here is crucial for the Lynx. Pretty good lob play as you see there, but that didn't go in. Lynx continue to play hard. Another offensive rebound there by Dylan Steen. Gives the Lynx another shot here to bring this deficit a little bit more close to our advantage. Moen penetrating, kicking out to Boltina, trying to get it back into Hackbarth, but maybe a little bit too much passing there at that point in time. Would have been nice to have been getting a shot off. So we're back to the defensive end of things. Easy bucket there by Lester. Defense broke down a little bit. Here's that full court pressure that gave us a little bit of trouble in the first half with the inability to get into any type of rhythm offensively. Hackbarth at the block. Lester all the way. That's at least his fourth layup that he's turned into the points for the Lions. 46-35, 5:33 to go on the scoreboard in this fourth quarter. So the Lions have battled back here somewhat and gained some momentum back that the Lynx had swayed their way throughout the third quarter. As I mentioned before, a big game to start the new year here at Competition Gym in Webster City, with both teams coming in with only one loss in the conference. Timeout was taken there by Jordan Tanner. He wasn't comfortable with what he was seeing there in regards to the full court pressure by the Lions. Lions drop back into a half court defense here now. Trap there. McKinney's able to get out of that. A little pressure out front. Skip pass over to McKinney. Back to Hoverstein. Taking it to the bucket. Draws the foul. Taking it to the hole. Okay. You can see Coach McKinney there wanting him to be a little bit more direct in his approach to taking that ball to the basket. As I mentioned before, Hoverstein, pretty good free throw shooter, came in, had been very, very good at the line, and you see his touch right there, coming in at 92% free throw shooter, makes his first, cuts that deficit to 10. Second shot from the line, finds the back of the rim and bounces out. As I mentioned earlier in the game, a lot of free throws that have been missed. And if you get to the end of the ball game and take a look at the opportunities that you had, you quite often find that if you missed a fair share of them, you weren't as near as close as you want to be in a ball game. Just a big part of a team's success is how they shoot the ball from the free throw line.
25 minutes!
McKinney just has not been
That's like walking.
2 steps to the hole. And we're still at a 10-point deficit. Jordan Tanner matched up with Zach Lester from the Lions. A good defensive stop there by the Lynx. We throw it. Oh, there's got to be an offensive foul, but nope. Not too many people in this gym are going to like that call. If you look over here at the Clear Lake bench, I think their coach believes that he's gotten away with one right there. The Lions are going to regroup after what may have been, in many people's opinion here, a break. Clearly looked to me like Steen was in a good defensive position to draw that offensive charge. Didn't work out our way. It was one of those things that it's over and done with, and it's time to figure out what you got to do now. With 4:03 to go, certainly still an opportunity and chance here for the Lynx to continue to battle, and a couple 2 or 3 possessions and could change in a hurry. The officials are coming over. Maybe think the Clear Lake coach told him that it went in. He really wanted a gimme. He wanted the foul and the bucket. Can't have it all. In and out. The way these teams have shot the ball from the free throw line, I'm wondering how much work they got over the course of their break on shooting free throws. One of those things that continually need to be worked on. 11-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Lynx with the ball. Moving it in and out. Tanner with the short jumper, didn't go. Lions taking it into the offensive end of the play. They're probably not going to be in too big a hurry at this point in time to take the ball to the basket with an 11-point lead. Defensive switch here for the Lynx. Voltina coming in, Kinney going out. Pressuring that inbounds. Lynx with the defensive stop. In and out. An attempt there once again to close that gap. A couple shots at both ends that didn't turn out for either team.
If you can't dunk it, don't shoot it.
Jordan Tanner getting a break for the Lynx. Somehow going to have to find a way to try to get them to turn the ball over here with just a little over 2 minutes to go. Voltina, our best defender, is out there on Lester. There's the foul. At this point in time, that's probably the means by which the Lynx are hoping to get back in this game, is to put the Lions on the line here. But they're going to have to determine who's that going to be. .24 with the foul. That's the 16th foul. Now, would suspect that they're going to look to foul here quickly. I think Coach McKinney really wanted to put the big guy on the line, but we didn't get that job done when the ball got into play there. So on the line for the Lions, with just a little bit over 2 minutes to go, is number 25. That's Tate Storbeck, a junior. See if by chance this cold shooting from the line could possibly continue here. The Storbeck is there to answer for the first one, is going to get that bonus. Makes both. Lynx are going to have to move quickly on the offensive end of things as they move the ball into the front court. Voltina trying to penetrate and kick that ball out to McKinney. 23. Zach Lester with the foul. It's only the 5th team foul for the Lions this half. Voltina with the drive.
Good, Jared.
Penning with the block. Voltina with the foul. Penning is going to go to the line for the Lions. Penning hits the first of the front end of the 1-and-1, now the bonus. Penning's going to come out of the ball game, and number 25, Tate Storback's going to come in for defense. .150, 15-point lead.
Help! Oh, that's a double dribble. Thank you. Come on, Wes.
I want to say that that official's got great ears. A couple different times, coach is right there helping them make calls. But overall, this team has come in here and has done what they've had to do. Lynx didn't get off to a great start. The Lions did. And it was a battle from the very beginning. That it appears that this time the Lynx aren't going to be able to overcome. 53-38 with 1:32 to go. Number 33, sophomore Jalen DeVries is on the line. He misses. Lynx are going to come back. I have to get a shot off here early. Penetrating. Offensive rebound. Off the miss by Tanner. Foul is on number 33, Jalen DeVries. Penning back in the ball game for number 25, Tate Storbeck.
Hand up, Penning. Hand up. Hand up.
Looking to penetrate and drive. Usually when you get that arm swinging down, that's going to draw a foul.
Penning, sit.
Even though they may have a large portion of that ball, the rest of the arm and body is usually in contact with the shooter. McKinney has just not been able to connect there tonight. Have an impact offensively. Coming in, averaging double figures, 11 points per game, has been shut out tonight. The shot has not fallen from the outside to help loosen things up on the inside.
Hey, take it out. Take it out.
Tanner makes the first two. Misses the second. Foul by Voltina. Putting the Lions back on the line. Drew Enke, a junior, averaging 10.8 points per game. On the line for the Lions. Makes his first.
Match up, please.
Penning out. I think you would agree with me. He had a pretty big impact on this game, especially that first half, coming in and controlling the inside of things with his size. Boltina with a shot there from three-point land. That was not there for the Lynx tonight. Jordan Tanner leading the way with 20 points for the Lynx tonight. A little bit over his season average of 14.7, but offensively, 2 scores that just weren't there for the Lynx tonight were Noah McKinney and Cameron Moen, who combined together are averaging 26 points per game. Lions found a way to shut them down, and that was a big factor in this ball game. Lions are going to come in here and take this conference win from the Lynx and move to 5-1 in league play, and the Lynx will drop to 3-2. It's been a pleasure bringing the game to you. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all our students and our WCTV staff for all the hard work they do that provides us this opportunity to bring you our basketball action from the competition gym. I'm Kevin Whitehill. Have a great weekend.